Hey guys, it's Melissa here with Rooted Home and Garden. Do you have weeds in your garden that's overtaking your flower beds? Yeah, me too. Today I'm going to show you an easy method on how to get rid of those weeds without having to pull them. This is my bed of weeds. Now I purposely didn't pick any of these weeds so I can show you how simple it is. And it's not because I was too lazy to pull them or because I feel defeated by the amount of weeds that there is. Do you believe that? I don't believe it either. No, I didn't pull them because I just didn't want to, and then it exploded, and sure enough, now I feel defeated. So we're gonna do this the easy way. I don't wanna sit out here and pick them all, especially since I have plants in here. If I didn't plant any plants in here, it'd be a lot easier to do this project, but I planted anyway before getting out the weeds, and now I'm kind of regretting it, but you know what? Life goes on, and I'm gonna show you the easy way to get these weeds out. And while I'm at it, I think I'm gonna do a fun little experiment with this. We're gonna do one section with this method that I'm going to choose, and then I'm gonna do a second section where I'm just pulling it by hand and getting it all out. And we're gonna see which method actually keeps the weeds out longest. Are you intrigued? I'm intrigued. So the first thing you're going to need for this project is actually cardboard. This is actually called, what is this called? It's like the lasagna method or something else. I don't remember what this called. Sheet method, I think maybe. It doesn't matter what it's called. You can call it whatever you want. What it's going to do is you're going to put cardboard down and we're going to we're going to overlap the cardboard onto each other. I'd say a good 6 inches. When you overlap it, that really smothers out the weeds and then it makes it so they don't grow. The two best things for weeds, sun and water. Now, I live in the Central Valley, so I know that weeds will grow regardless of what condition it is, especially in our area. But if we're allowing the sun to go onto this area and watering this area, weeds are going to grow. We know that. So we're going to smother them out, completely cover them, and I guarantee it, I'm not going to have to pull weeds in this area for months. Probably a good 7 or 8 months. Now, the thing that's tricky about this area is, like I said, I do have plants already in here. So I have to really be careful not to smother my plants and not let weeds able to get through. I've done this method in my cottage garden before, and it works so well. And I do have another video where I did this a while back ago at my friend's house, and it worked so well. She was so impressed what I did. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna take your cardboard and you're gonna flatten it like this. Now, my cardboard's been left outside and the rain has gotten on it a couple of times. So it's a little bent more than it should be, but that's okay. Now, this project is gonna be so easy. You're gonna be so impressed. We wanna make sure that every single leaf of the weeds are gonna be covered when we do this. And try really hard not to smash your plants. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do our very best to overlap the cardboard a good 6 inches. That's the most important thing. Oh no! I just broke one of my boxwoods. Darn it. Oh well. It's definitely best to do this when you don't have plants in your area. But if you have plants in yours, just like I do, gotta be a little more careful. Now, if you do have tape or anything on your box, you can absolutely rip them off. Mine's actually quite easy to rip off. So now that I've got all the big pieces down, what I'm doing now is I'm taking the little pieces and I'm just kind of breaking it up. I'm putting it in spots where the big pieces actually couldn't cover. And that will help smother the weeds around each of the plants. See, like that. Now remember, the most important part of this is make sure that you are overlapping the cardboard a good 6 inches. I think that's the key to success with this project. I have to stand here in the shade for a second. Oh, it's hot out here. Oh good, the misters are on. All right, I went inside, had 2 glasses of water, and I ate a lemon bar, which was delicious, by the way. Now I'm ready, I feel good. We can now finish the job. So this is what I've done. This is all the cardboard that I have. I've got most of the weeds completely covered. There's still spots in the front, but I think there's nothing I can do about that right now. And we're gonna just focus on this area. Got most everything covered up. As you can see, everything is really just overlapping. So now what we're going to do is we're gonna take some sort of mulch, compost, whatever you have for this project, and we're gonna put it directly on top of the cardboard. I have compost, so that's what I'm gonna be using today. All right, weeds. And it appears no weeds. But I assure you, there are weeds underneath this. As you can see, some spots I didn't get quite under, so I still have the cardboard, and I'll have to pull these ones. But you know what? This looks pretty darn good, doesn't it? Now, this didn't take me very long at all to get this done. If I didn't have to stop and take that break because of how hot it is out here, it would have been done in less than 10 minutes for sure. So try this method. It works fantastically, and you can see how beautiful it looks afterward. And it really didn't take much effort. The biggest part of the whole thing was getting all the cardboard pieces to actually fit in the spots that I wanted to go. That was the hardest part. And it wasn't even that difficult. So I definitely encourage you to try this method, and you will not be disappointed. All right, guys, see you next time. Bye.